Yo, what is up everyone? My name is Nick Soriano from Fantasma Magic. Now picture this, you go up to a random person, you know nothing about them, you can have them write a name, a number, a birthday, a favorite animal, anything they want on a piece of paper, just like so. Remember, your back is turned this entire time. They fold up the piece of paper, you take the piece of paper back from them, you tear it up into some pieces, just like so. You then submerge it in some water. You can now dunk it in, whatever you want. Destroy the piece of paper. It could be burned, it could be thrown out, it could be whatever you want. And right now, you know what they wrote on that piece of paper and you could tell them what exactly they were thinking of. And this is a killer mind reading effect. It is super simple to do and it holds a little secret that is super easy to do. So this is my go-to whenever I'm doing mentalism and I'm so excited to teach you guys it today. So let's pan down and I'll show you guys exactly how this works. All right guys, so jumping right into this. This is super easy to do if you guys are into mentalism in any way whatsoever, or if you want to get into mentalism, this is the perfect effect for you. So really, they could write anything they want on this piece of paper. So I'm just gonna write my name. And then they fold it up, just like so. They hand it back to you. All you do is you tear up the paper, destroying it, just like so. And then you could either dunk it into some water if you want, or whatever you want, push it in. But what they don't know is that while they're putting it into water and destroying the paper, you retained this little piece of information right here, which is exactly what they wrote on the piece of paper. And now you have a little peek that you guys could do while your back is turned or whatever you want, and you could reveal this sort of information in any way, shape, or form. So this is called the center tear. This is something that I use almost every single time I'm performing mentalism. This is my go-to to, I guess, say peek some sort of message somebody writes. And it is super simple to do. So all you wanna do is you wanna use a piece of paper. You could either cut out pieces of paper like I did here. You wanna keep them somewhat small. You could also use business cards. I normally use my business card, but mine has my number on it, and I don't want my number pasted all over the internet somewhere, so I decided just to cut out some pieces of paper and use those, and this is how that is done. So basically, you are retaining this area of information, and I'll show you how in a second. What you normally want to do is you draw like a little line in this area and just say, can you just print, either it could be a name or whatever, but I'm gonna show you guys a really cool routine that you guys could do. So what I recommend doing is you could say, can you guys please, can you print your name? So just tell them to write their name. Before you meet the person, you go up to them and you say, wait, I wanna try something with you, you know, real quick before you tell me your name. I'm gonna try to guess your name. So can you write it down on this piece of paper, just like so? And this goes into the other routine I'm gonna teach, but so you have them write their name, they could write whatever they want. Again, I'll just write Nick. Before you go up to them, a main thing you wanna do is have the paper pre-folded. So you wanna fold it just like so. So you're folding it across just like this, horizontally, and then you wanna fold it down vertically, and then you have this little section of paper. And what's happening right now is in this corner right here is where the information is retained. So I'll unfold it just like so, and you could see that that corner that is folded up is where all of that information is. That's the center of the page. So that is what you're gonna be retaining. So once they fold it up and they hand it back to you, you take the paper just like so, and this is how you essentially do the effect. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, we're gonna just destroy this piece of evidence. It's gonna help give me a better connection. So if you burn it, you know, you could do something with the ash, make a little cool effect, pretend you're playing with the ash, figuring out what the name is. But all that's gonna happen here is you're tearing just like so. So I'll show you, so this is the front, this is what the spectator's seeing, this is the back, this is what you're seeing, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing. So the corner that has the information, you want it to be in the top right corner. So all that's happening is you're tearing it down the center, just like so, just like that. So again, now you have this piece, which has nothing on it, and this is the piece that has the information. So remember, top right corner. This gets placed on back of the piece that has no information, which is in your left hand, bang, and then all you're doing is rotating to the right. So now everything that has the information is this piece right here. So once you tear, just like so, this is the piece that has information, the very, very back piece. So you're doing it again, you're putting this in front, this in back, and all that's happening from here is when you hand it to the spectator, this is the piece that has all the information. You're grabbing, going to hand the spectator, and just sliding that piece off. So you're basically catching it in finger palm. And then you're gonna go and you're gonna hand them these pieces of paper which have nothing on them, and all of your information is right here. So once that's handed to the spectator, you tell them to either burn it, or they could put it in a glass of water, just like so. They could submerge it, do whatever they want, just they want to destroy it. And while they're destroying it and having fun, you have all the information right here. So while your back is turned, or you know, you could do it essentially right in front of them under the table, open it up just like so, and when you opened it up, you'll see that all of the information that they wrote is right here. And then you could come up, you could place your hands on the table like this, and right now you're just peeking all of the information, and that is their name. So that is how you do the center tear. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you played with it. Please, you know, if you haven't, you know, I know it's a lot and it's hard to follow. So definitely, you know, take some pieces of paper, practice, go back in the video, keep practicing with it, and you'll have it down in no time. And this is a go-to if you're a mentalist and if you want to get into mentalism. Super easy to do and super fun to do, and this hits hard and it's so simple to do. And now I know you guys are wondering what this lock is for, because it's been sitting there the whole time. So I'm going to go into how this can go into this effect right here. So I'm going to pan out and I'll show you guys what this could be used for. Alright guys, so now you have the center tear down. Now imagine going into this routine right here. So this is what I do back to back. You walk up to someone, never met them, you guess their name, and then you do this, which I'm not gonna lie, this effect, when it was done to me, it blew me away and I had no idea how it was done. And it is as good as it sounds. So you guess their name. Now this lock, I'm gonna link this down below where you guys can get this. This I carry around on my belt loop. I just lock it on. I also carry it on my backpack as well, and I'm ready to go and ready to segue into it, and it's an instant reset and ready to go. So all you're doing with this is after you took their name, or you could do, you know, their spouse's name, and then you say if they're wearing a ring or anything, you could lock it onto, I guess, a watch if they want, or if they're wearing a bracelet. You do this, so you take the ring from them, you put it on the lock gets shut, the numbers get mixed up, and you hand this back to them, and it is completely locked, and they cannot get their ring off. They hold it the entire time. Remember, you know no information about them. They're playing with this, they're fiddling with it, they can't get the numbers, you just guess their name, and then you look at them and you tell them, just put in the year that you were born. Remember, you know nothing about them. This requires no pre-work or anything. You don't even touch the lock. The lock is in their hand the entire time. You tell them to put in the year they were born. You don't know the year they were born. They put in the year and the lock unlocks. So right now I'm gonna put in the year that I was born. And bang, the lock unlocks. Remember, you didn't touch this at all, and this could either be a year they were born, it could be their phone password, it could be the year they got married, anything you want, as long as it's 4 digits, and you're good to go. And yes, it is as good as it sounds, and it blew me away the first time. So if you guys want to step up the center tear and have something to bounce off of after you do this effect, you know, say you guess their spouse's name by doing the center tear, and then you know what, is that your wedding ring? Let's try something with that. Put in the year you were married. And they put it in and the lock unlocks, and you don't even have to touch the lock the entire time. Once the ring gets put on, it is in their hands the entire time. You do not touch it, and they can mess around with it as much as they want, and they're not gonna discover the secret. So definitely toy around with the center tear, and also I'm gonna link that lock down below, so I highly encourage getting this. This is a killer right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please smash that like button. Also comment down below if you guys have been using the center tear, or if you guys are gonna put this into your routine and are super excited about it, and if you're planning on using this lock. So comment that down below, and then subscribe, hit that little bell notification icon, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out. This has been Nick from Fantasma Magic, and I'll see you soon.